The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Just walk down the street to the coffee shop. Had to take a break. I've been by her side for 18 hours straight. So now we're rolling in the middle of the sidewalk, pushing up through the concrete. Like it was planted right there for me to see. The flashing lights, the honking horns all seem to fade away. The shadow of that hospital, the 508. I saw God today. I've been to church, I read the book, I know God's there, but I don't look near as often as I should. Yeah, I know I should. The fingerprints are everywhere. I just slowed down to stop and stare. Opened my eyes and then I swear I saw God today. Saw a couple walking by. They were holding hands. Man, she had that glow. I couldn't help but notice that she was starting to show. Stood there for a minute, taking in the sky, lost in that sunset. The splash of amber melted into shades of red. I've been to church, I read the book, I know God's there, but I don't look near as often as I should. Yeah, I know I should. The fingerprints are everywhere. I just slowed down to stop and stare. Opened my eyes and I swear I saw God today. Got my face pressed up against the nursery glass. She's sleeping like a rock. My name on her wrist, wearing tiny pink socks. She's got my nose, she's got her mama's eyes. My brand new baby girl, she's a miracle. I saw God today. What we're talking about is vision. It's vision, it's seeing. It's seeing what's in front of us. The eye is the lamp of the body, so if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. St. Joseph's Catholic Church has been having a carnival for the past 3 days. Today's the final day of the carnival, so Candy and I went out and walked around there, just kind of checked things out. And they had skee-ball, so we had to go play skee-ball. And I got to get the candied apple, the red one. I mean, the caramel apples are nice, but still, the great crunchy one. And Candy's traditional carnival fare, a funnel cake with extra powdered sugar. Just fabulous. So we're standing in line, waiting to get to, I think it was the funnel cakes. And over on the side, now they have a lot of rides, and like most carnivals, you have to be a certain height to ride various rides. And there was this beautiful little girl, and she's standing there, and and you can just see the fear and trepidation in her eyes. Like, man, I'm not going to be tall enough again. She walks up there, and she stands up, and she just kind of, and you can see her dad saying, stand up, you got to be straight. So she took in a big breath of air and like stretched out, and I'm sure she was trying to stretch her hair, whatever she could think of to make her taller. And the person running the ride said, "Yep, you made it." And she did this. And at that moment in time, her thrill level just rocketed. Because finally she was included. Finally she could do that thing that I'm sure Big Brother and Big Sister were saying, "You'll never be tall enough to bear the ride like we are." I remember my brother saying stuff like that. "I'm 9 and you're 8, and when you're 9 I'll be 10 and you'll never catch me, and when you're a kid, that's big." I went, "Mom, it's Johnson and they're going to get you." Now I promise you it's payback.
Okay.
Because he's still older than I am. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's maintaining a level of awareness. When we walk around, well, I'll be deep in thought sometimes, and I'll be doing this, and I'll just be kind of walking around. And it's kind of a running gag with the school. You say, "Oh, there goes Mr. Gray. Can we talk to him?" Nah, he's looking down. Because they know I'm thinking about this, and I got this. And they've tried many other times. "Hey, the kids, hey, Mr. Gray, how you doing?" And I don't even hear them because I'm in this other little world. What I discovered is the more time that I spend walking like this, I see a lot more. I get included in a whole lot more stuff. It's really easy to get wrapped up in our little worlds. It's really, really, really easy to do. There's beauty everywhere. There are amazing things happening everywhere. You just have to be able to open your eyes and witness it. Some days, that's harder than others. Some of you may have heard there was an election recently. And unfortunately, there has been quite a bit of animosity about that. And I understand it. I understand it completely. Sitting in the room where we're sitting, and you look around and you see some of the Jewish iconic symbols. I either have to learn the word or I have to just stop trying to say it. You look around and you see some of these Jewish symbols. And as a person who is big on history, I know the stories. And I remember hearing the rhetoric that was being said prior to that whole thing. And I hear the similarities. I get it. I understand that. I hear the similarities. Can I come from a place where, okay, that happened then, this is now, we are going to walk around with our eyes open, we are not going to be silent. If we see something that's wrong, we say something is wrong. And be willing to say it out loud. One of the greatest things that gentleman had working for him was the silent majority. The people that said no. We should never be in a place where we say no. We should never be that anymore. We can't do that anymore. And at the same time, we must support who is our leader. Now, my daughter-in-law, who's really a wonderful person and gifted us 4 of the most beautiful granddaughters in the, well, I mean, they are the 4 most beautiful granddaughters on the planet, so just keep your picture to yourself, I know better. And she is an ardent Trump supporter, and we've had some really fun conversations regarding that. She's saying, well, President Trump is your president. And I said, no, he's not. Barack Obama is my president. Because I'm looking at the White House and I still see the address and I know who was there and who invited who. I know. Yeah, but that's not going to be for much longer. I said, do you understand that that's what people are saying about your candidate? Do you get that? That tension, that animosity, that thing that's going on? There are already people with countdown timers 4 years from now. It's already happened. Like we're willing to let this next 4 years just slip away and do nothing. We can't do that. We can't do that. We have to walk around with our eyes open, understanding that things are happening. Things are going on. We must maintain our role in that. Our role is not to sit on the sidelines and let it happen. In our lives, our role is not to sit on the sidelines and let life happen to us. That's not what we do. My life works best when I'm working in my life and doing something. Doing something. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. Psalm 146. What is righteous? What does that mean? Does that mean this is somebody that has to act in a good way all the time? Oh, yeah. To the best of our abilities. That is righteous. That to me is righteous. When we see a situation and we have a chance to participate in a situation that's wonderful or to help in a situation that's not so wonderful, and we do, that's righteous. Because that's coming from the heart. Because we know what's right. We know what's right. We've known that since kindergarten. It's a wonderful book, Robert told them, all I really need to know, I learned in kindergarten. And he had a checklist of things. Some of them are hold hands when crossing the street. We learned that in kindergarten. Why do we still insist on now trying to get across that street all on our own? Why not hold hands? Doesn't it go easier? Take a nap. When was the last time anyone took a nap for the sake of taking a nap? Not because we're tired, just to take a nap. Do you remember as a kid, you're like, I'm not taking a nap. I don't want to take a nap. I'm not tired. And they'll run, and then just pass out in their spaghetti. Take a nap. If you make a mess, clean up your mess. That's an easy one. That's a simple one. We make a mess, we clean up the mess. We can do these things. None of these things are unattainable. None of these things are beyond our capability. None of them. All we have to do is walk around with our eyes open. We have to, if we don't believe it, then we got to pretend right at the start. We're going to have to fake it until we make it. We're going to have to walk around and pretend that what we do is important. I promise you it is. It really is important. And if you don't believe that about yourself, that's okay. But pretend. Just for a week, just pretend that you're important. And act accordingly. The things that you say, the things that you think, the things that you do carry a great significance. Because they do. People are watching. People are watching all the time. That little girl standing there, she finally made the hike line. Oh man, she thrilled. She was just so thrilled. We were in line and there was a little boy in front of us that was getting a small snow cone. So I just kind of leaned through the window and I said, well, can you upgrade him to a medium and just go ahead and pay for the small one and we'll pay the extra $2 for the large, for the medium size. No, we've never met this kid. But for $2, for him, the person worked behind the counter, and the other people standing in line, it was a moment. For $2. I miss on the Skyway not throwing coins into the drive-through taxi line. Because one of my favorite things was the ham and tuna. Say, this is for the car behind you. These are little things. Little, tiny little things. But if I'm walking around with my head down, and I'm all wrapped up thinking of things that I still have to do or that I haven't done, and man, I could have done that better or something like that, I'm going to miss these. I'm going to miss them. Shame on me if I do. Shame on me. Wake up, Greg. There's a beautiful world out there. Teak and Eddie's church last night had their fundraiser down at the Manatee Arts Center. First time I'd ever been in that building. Wonderful, wonderful facility. Absolutely wonderful facility. Had a great jazz band there. The fashion show was fabulous. Nice job on that, by the way. And you walk in, and it's an art gallery. And these are all local arts. And we've all seen pictures of flowers. We've seen pictures of fish. We've seen pictures of landscapes and pictures and apples and all this other kind of stuff. And yet the beautiful part about it is no two of them are the same. Even the same artist could not paint the same thing twice. There are always going to be differences. Always going to be differences. So too with people. I was telling you about our daughter-in-law. Now, two of the girls are twins. Okay, they came out moments apart from each other. And I promise you, these are not the same people. These are two absolutely, utterly unique individuals. My aunt started off, all they wanted was a boy and a girl. My aunt, Rebecca. All they wanted was a boy and a girl. They started off with triplet girls. Then a single girl. Then twin girls. Then a single girl. Then a single girl. Then a boy! The ninth child was a boy. So they had a set of triplets and twins. Now, two of the twins were identical, and the third one didn't. But I promise you, these were three absolutely, utterly unique individuals. They grew up in the same household. They grew up with the same parents, saying the same things over and over again, and still they turned out so very different. My brother and I grew up in the same household. I promise you, we are very different. He believes that gun control means using two hands, so it's steady. Okay? I believe in gun control. You go to the gun range and you shoot down there and then you just leave it there. Now that's my idea. Okay? Our differences are very, very many. But we grew up in the same household. How come we're not exactly the same? Because we were not put here to be the same. We are not meant to be the same. We should never strive to be the same. Remember the voice. Why are you wearing your clothes like that? To be an individual. Dude, you're wearing goth. All your friends are wearing the goth with the black fingernail polish and all that kind of stuff. All your friends are wearing it too. Yeah, but we're doing it to be individuals. Irony is lost on a teenager, I will tell you that. Irony is absolutely lost on a teenager. I think the greatest gift God ever gave man is not the gift of sight, but the gift of vision. Sight is a function of the eyes, but vision is a function of the heart. It's a subtle difference, but man, that is huge. That is huge. I can walk around and I can see things day after day after day, and I can have constant input going on there, and if I do nothing with it, then why did I walk around with my eyes open to begin with? Now, if I take it in here, and I put it out from here, that's a righteous person. That one right there, that's a righteous person. When I first came to this church, I found out what love was. Looked just like this lady right here. Looked just like so. You walk through the door and she's hugging the stuff out of you. She doesn't even know you. Doesn't even know you. But she's starting from a place of I love you. That's her starting place. Now, how great a thing is that? How wonderful a thing is that? Now, I understand there have been times when we've all been taken advantage of because we're nice. Suck it up. So what? That's not my problem. That's their problem. I'm going to be me. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be the best me that I can because I'm the only me there is. We better hope anyway. I hate the thought that there's more me. You are the most important you will ever be right now. Right now. You are the best you right now. And it gets better. That's the cool part. It gets better. Because once we shift from an idea of sight to an idea of vision, a world opens up. A world opens up. One thing that we in this country tend to be is amazingly short-sighted. We have become a country that is very much interested in instant gratification. If you don't think that, have your home Wi-Fi go out. Whee! Have the TV stop working. Whee! Car won't start. Whee!
Lights go out.
Huh?
The lights go out.
The lights go out. You lose power in the house. We have become and we are a consumerist society and understand that there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying it's a thing. And we must always be aware of it. We must always be aware of it. But really, if the lights in the house go out, what can you do? If you lose electricity to your house, what can you do? Remember when I was living down in Sarasota, we had one of the years when one of the hurricanes passed quasi-close, and everybody on our side of the street lost electricity. Just on our side of the street, though. Everybody on the other side had their electricity. Next night when I came back, it looked like I was driving across a sea of orange snakes. Because there were extension cords running from the houses that had power across the street to the houses that didn't. To keep the refrigerators running. Maybe the air conditioner, but we weren't so much worried about that. There was no windows and stuff like that. But keep the food fresh. Now, the people that had the electricity didn't have to do that. But they did. We say in times of great crisis is when we discover what people are really made of. It is in times of great crisis when we really discover who's going to be standing beside us and who's not. And I will tell you that those people will also appear in a time of great joy and happiness too. They're always there. We can't get rid of them. They keep being nice to us. They keep thinking we're fantastic. They keep loving us. Oh, the horror. The horror. Find these people. They're out there. They're everywhere. And then you must remember to do this. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it in a cellar or under a basket, but on a stand so that those who enter may see the light. Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eye is healthy, your whole body is full of light. But when it is bad, your body is full of darkness. Therefore, be careful, lest the light in you be darkness. If then your whole body is full of light, have no part dark, it will be wholly bright, as when a lamp with its rays gives you light. I always find it, the other shoe will drop, people. We know these people. Something good is going to happen to them. Something wonderful is going to happen to them. And they have this look of dread in their eyes. Said, but this is really great, this is what happened. Yeah, but I'm sure something bad is going to happen to them as well. And I always love asking them, okay, well then when something bad happens, do you smile? Because if something bad happens, doesn't that mean something good's going to happen? And they get this very quizzical, like RCA Victor dog on them. What? He said, but it doesn't make sense. If the one happens, why wouldn't the other one happen? They're waiting for the other shoe to drop. They live a life perpetually waiting for the other shoe to drop. They live a life in dark. They really do. And we can help them. We can help them. We can show them that it doesn't have to be there. At the start of the day, it's my choice how my day's going. It's my choice. No one else's. That is my choice. And I can choose to have a great day. And I'm going to have a great day. Things are going to happen during the course of the day. Great things are going to happen. cruddy things are going to happen. It's still going to be a great day. Because I got no promise on this day. I'm awake now. I'm alive now. My eyes are open now. I don't know that that's going to be true tomorrow. I don't have that promise. I'd like to think so. But there's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee. So take a shot. Step out of it. Step out in faith. Or step out of an airplane. Which is what she's going to do this afternoon. Katie's going skydiving. Please don't applaud that. Today, she's stepping out on faith. She's going to cruise at an altitude of 1,400,000 feet. I don't even know. How high can they go up? You know?
13,000.
13,000 feet. They showed a picture of it from what it looks like at 13,000 feet. Okay, she's going to be jumping over Sarasota. We're going to be down to the Sarasota airport, and she's going to jump basically over like Sarasota Bay. And they showed a picture of it, and there's that beautiful beach down there. It's about that skinny from 13,000 feet. The beaches. That big, wide, gorgeous, huge beach. It's about that wide. 13,000. They're going to put a camera on her, one of those GoPro cameras, so she can record the entire descent. Yeah.
Can we see it here?
I think we should. I think we should. I'm going to figure out how to do that. If that's okay with you? Well, let's find out first. I'll tell you what. Let's find out, because if it's a cloudy day or she doesn't get to go or something like that. But if the video is good, would you be okay with us showing it here? Cool. Excellent. Stepping out. Believing in you. Believing in God. Life can be great, but not when you can't see it. Open your eyes to life. To see it in the vivid colors that God gave us as a precious gift to His children. To enjoy life to the fullest and to make it count. Say yes to your life. Say yes. Yes is one of the most powerful words in the world. I remember the beautiful story back before John Lennon and Yoko Ono got married, before they even started dating or anything like that. Now, Yoko was an artist, and he went to one of her exhibits. And he walked into the room, and there was this white A-frame ladder and a telescope at the top of it. So you climb up and you go through the telescope. And then there was something in tiny letters on the ceiling of the place. And he tells the story so wonderfully. He said, I walked in there, and I climbed up the ladder, and I looked through the telescope, and what I saw was the word yes. And that was when I knew that I wanted to know more about it. If that word had been no, I'd have climbed down and walked out the door. Wow. Yes implies possibility. No limits possibility. It doesn't say there are none, but it really kind of cuts them short. To our own lives, say yes. To those around us, say yes. Then the eyes of the blind will be opened, and the ears of the deaf will be unstopped. Let my soul smile through my heart, and my heart smile through my eyes, that I may scatter rich smiles in sad hearts. And the Lord said to Samuel, do not look on his appearance or on the height of his stature, because I have rejected him, for the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, the Lord looks at the heart. Open our eyes not to increase our ability to see, but to increase our vision. And when we do that, possibilities open up. We certainly can discover how truly great this can be. And even better, let's do it together. It's just a lot more fun to share. And that's all I'm saying about it.